Now, if I told you there was a man in the world that could read both pages of a book at once, would you think I was lying? Not many people in the world know that there are people with these developmental disorders, such as autism, that are capable of these crazy things. And I personally feel as these people with developmental disorders are misunderstood. That is why my goal is to inform you about savants and what they are capable of. Now, I first learned of savants my junior year of high school when I took psychology. I became fascinated with the fact that they could do these things that most humans I know could not do. Now that savants are not well known in the world, there is no doubt that they are very interesting, to say the least. Today I will be giving a definition of what a savant is, some examples of some, how rare they are, and what expert Dr. Treffer has to say about them. A savant is a person affected with a developmental disorder, such as autism, that exhibits exceptional skill or brilliance in some limited fields, such as mathematics or music. Our first example is Kim Peek. Kim Peek could not only read both pages of a book at once, but he could also memorize entire books, including the Bible. Kim Peek's developmental disorder started at a young age. He could not walk until the age of 4, and even when doing so, he had a strange sidelong gait. He also had motor skills, like buttoning up his own shirt, that he struggled with. Now, we know that Kim Peek had these struggles, but he also had unusual abilities like memorizing books with perfect recall before the age of 2, and being able to recite them. Kim Peek was so extraordinary that they used him in the movie Rain Man. Kim Peek is not our only savant. We also have Leslie Lemke. He was born with not a good start in life, and he also was born with birth defects, resulting in the removal of his eyes. His birth mother put him up for adoption, and a nurse soon later adopted him. He could not swallow, so he had to be taught, and he could not stand until the age of 12. Now at 15 is when he learned how to walk, and at 16 is when he showed us his fascinating traits. One night, May, Leslie's mother, woke up and heard him playing Tchaikovsky's Piano Musical Concerto No. 1. Now remember, Leslie had no musical training and was also blind. Leslie was playing this from just hearing it the night before on the TV one time. Now there are not many savants in the world, and it is considered very rare, with fewer than 200,000 in the world. As we can see, it has increased over the years, and 50% of savants have autism, and the other 50% have some other form of developmental disorder. Savants are particularly good with art, music, calendar counting, and calculation. Dr. Treffer has once said, these tend to be right brain skills. Most savants are very deficient in language, which is a left hemisphere skill, but are very prolific in the right brain skills. Dr. Treffer became a leading expert when he started a child unit at a psychiatric hospital. Kim's brain was very large because he was born with macrocephaly, and it was missing the corpus calcium, which connects to the left and right hemispheres. It was also missing his anterior and posterior commissures, which link hemispheres, and his cerebellum, responsible for the motor functions, was small and malformed. He also had fluid occupying most of the brain's space. His condition was grossly defined as a water blister in the back of his brain. Now, with this being said, these did contribute to the difficulty in his everyday task, and this is why he could not do most motor skills like buttoning up his own shirt. This is also why he showed signs as mental retardation at a young age. So what we have learned today is savants and what they are capable of. In summary, savants are considered very rare and have unique attributes that interest psychologists and doctors all over the world. I want you, the next time that you pick up a book, to recall Kim Peek and his capabilities of reading both pages of a book at one time.